All right, so we got to talk about, oh my gosh, we have to talk about the Switch 2, and we have to talk about uh friggin' the Sailor Moon musicals coming to the US. You guys, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Um, where's my pictures? Where's my pictures? So there we go. Thank you. Thank you. So there is this Sailor Moon musical that has been going on for a while called Sailor Moon the Super Live, and it is performed in Japan. And they have in the past couple years, they have done some test like shows outside of the US, and they just finished from reports I've seen a very successful month-long show. I think in Paris. I think it was in Paris. They performed this, and it was very successful. And so they just announced yesterday, after I got up from sleeping 11 hours, I got up and I turn on the internet and I go to Discord and I see that Sailor Moon the Super Live is going to be doing well, they call it a North America tour, but it's just in the US. So it's a US tour of Sailor Moon Super Live all across the country. Like East Coast, West Coast, Central, like everywhere. It's not just like just in California or just in Texas, which a lot of times is what they do. Actually, the Sailor Moon Super Live has come, I think they did a total of one show ever in the US. I want to say it was in Texas, but I'm not sure. I think they did it at like an anime convention or something. So I didn't go. That was many years ago. I want to say that was like 5 years ago. And it was just too far, and it was like one little show, and I don't think it wasn't a full production. I think it was just like the 5 of them. They've also been here, I just remembered, for like the Macy's Day Parade or something. They've also been here for a parade. So they've like kind of done they're doing like test runs outside of Japan. Wing, hi Wing. Thank you for the big Riku. Welcome. Oh, and hello Jay. How you doing? Oh my gosh, Kirtana says hubby asked me if I wanted to go to Kentucky to see the Sailor Moon live musical, and I gave him this emote in response. Take my money, right? Take my money. Yes. Here's another let me show you a picture of the actual, like, that's just the promo poster. Here's like the actual hold on, let me see my name. There's like a picture from the actual stage show. So, happy Friday, Jazz. The news is that I have become so comfy, I've turned into an emote. And that we're also going to play Coral Island today, but first we have to talk about all of this exciting news. Champ says, I hope it's in English. It is not. It's in Japanese. They are, Japanese actresses from Japan, and so they will be performing it in Japanese. But one of the websites that I saw said subtitled, so I don't know how that works. Like if that was just a lie, or if there will be like a DVD sold or something with it subtitled, or if they actually have some kind of translator like live or something, because it's a choreographed stage show. So I have no idea. I don't care. I can understand not a damn word and I'll be over the moon, because that's how I've watched all of the other Sailor Moon musicals. So this is just, we do need a sleeping cartoon biscuit. I have, Cherushi has some little animated biscuit, Skipper and Jack. I need to dig those out. Maybe a screen with subs for the audience, that could be. Yeah. They have subtitles in musicals in Paris for tourists these days. That's cool. Yeah, like another little screen with subtitles or something. Yeah. Yeah. I personally don't care. I don't care if there's nothing. But yeah, they definitely could do something like that. Partial projection screen for subtitles. That's cool. I'm curious to see how they're gonna do it. Because I've never been to a stage show that wasn't in English, so Yeah, exactly. I do not care if I understand what they're saying or not. It's Sailor Moon. I know what's going on, right? Um, so so there's like I don't know how many shows. I want to say like 20, maybe not even that many. And they're everywhere. It's like a different show, a different city. It's like a different city every show. Um and there's I don't know if there's any in California. The hold on. Let me pull up the site here. Display capture. Yep. Here we go. Okay, so tour dates. Tour dates, here we go. Here we go. Tour dates. So it starts. They are not giving us much heads up. They are giving us less than 2 months heads up here that this is happening. So, and around my birthday, one's actually on my birthday, March 25th, but in Seattle. I am not going to Seattle because I've got two of them within driving distance of me. The very first one's in Pittsburgh. And then there's one, if you can believe it, in Ohio. I don't know why, how they chose Dayton, Ohio, which is still like 3+ hours from me. I think it's about 3 hours. Pittsburgh is actually closer to me than Dayton, Ohio. Um, but there's one in Ohio on April 11th. Oh, hydrate and stretch. Thank you, Regal Peach. Autumn. Hi, Autumn. Oh my God, champ, I didn't even think about merch. What if there's merch? Yes, the last one's in New York. The last couple are in New York. It's one show, one day in all of these cities. And then their New York is the finale. And there's a couple shows over 2 days. Asking it for a flight to Seattle. That's right. For my birthday, right? So here's all the tickets aren't on sale right now. They go on sale at the end of the month. So January 31st. Some of the listings have time, like specific times, like 10 a.m. on January 31st. They go on sale. Some of them you can get on pre-order lists and stuff. So it depends on the venue. Each specific venue has their own ticket feature. So yeah, if you're in the U.S. Or close to it, there's going to be one in Pittsburgh, PA, Austin, Texas. They're doing a Texas tour. San Antonio, Texas, Sugar Land, Texas, Seattle, Washington, Spokane, Washington, Portland, Oregon, Dallas, back to Texas, Dallas, Texas. These poor girls, these poor, this poor staff and these poor actresses are just going to like be traveling. Dallas, Texas, Midland, Texas, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Oh God, this is so wonderful that it's not just in like Washington and Texas, like, cause so often those are like the big ones. And of course, California. I don't think there's any in California. I actually wonder if that was affected by the fires. Um, but yeah, like Texas is the big place, and Washington is really big for like, stage shows and stuff. So the fact that there's so many, like this is a proper tour, like East Coast, mid West Coast, like is amazing. This is incredible. Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Louis, Missouri, Dayton, Ohio. I lost it when I saw there was one in Ohio. Louisville, Kentucky, Chicago, Illinois, which is also big. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Newark, New Jersey. Like some of these places that you never see stage shows in these places, right? Especially like special stuff like this. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then the finale is in New York, New York. Yeah, Texas is a big state for anime localization. There's many nerds here. I think it's just like there's a lot of venues. Because I'm sure cost is a factor and stuff, and weather. You don't have to deal with like snow and stuff in Texas, so I'm sure there's a lot of reasons. Yay, Ren! So yeah. So glad Louisville is starting to get some love. Yes. You're gonna go to the Chicago one, champ. Oh my gosh. The Orpheum in Minneapolis is a cursed theater. Oh no. Why? Why is it cursed? Oh no. North Carolina ignored. No North Carolina. Yeah, New York is big, of course. Hi, Miss Michelle. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, I know. I know. Yeah, two to 3 days. Sometimes there's 2 to 3 days between shows. One if it's like in the same state. Yeah. And I found this one, the Pittsburgh, PA one, because that's one of them I'm looking to go into because the Pittsburgh, PA and the Dayton, Ohio are both around 3 hours from me. So both of those are very drivable for me, which is incredible. So I'm not sure if this one actually, this is the Pittsburgh one. And this one actually is very interesting. It says this will launch with a North American tour this March with a technical rehearsal and preview held in Pittsburgh, PA, with the official opening being on March 15th in Austin, Texas. So that very first Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania one, that's the very first show. I don't know why they're calling it a technical rehearsal and a preview. Like, is it not going to be the full show? Like, I'm confused on that. I'm confused on what that means. So it's like, if I choose to go to the Pittsburgh one, am I not gonna see the full show? Like, that's the only thing is that I'm a little confused about. Like, I may want to make sure I go to the Dayton one, because if that's like the actual show, you know what I mean? So yeah, here's the promo video for it. It's very promo, but it's cool. It's shiny. I wonder how long it is. I wonder if it's a that's what I was trying to do. I wonder, because the Sailor Moon musicals back in the day were like 2 hours. They were at least 2 hours long. I wonder how long this Super Live one is. Oh my god, you guys didn't get to go see it. I still have to ask my sister. I still have to contact my sister and be like, yo, Sailor Moon, because you have to understand, my sister and I, like, you know, after we watched the anime and we did all this stuff, like, when the Sailor Moon musicals have been going on forever. And like, my sister and I grew up watching them. Like, we would watch every new one that came out. I would order it from Japan and we would watch it obsessively. We would sing the songs. We had our favorite actresses. Like, we had our favorite, like, just everything. Like, it was just like, this was our jam. And we even, at our first anime convention we ever went to, we cosplayed as Sailor Moon musical-esque costumes that our mom made for us, and we actually sang in Japanese and danced on stage one of the Sailor Moon musical songs. That is how obsessed we were with Sailor Moon, the Sailor Moon musicals. So, like, I have to ask, I'd be like, I am dragging my sister to one of these shows with me. Ooh, Wing, thank you. Technical show could mean rehearsing without costume, sound checks, lighting, and stuff. There could be pauses in performance while they tweak things. Yeah, interesting. And like, but like they would like open that to the public. Like, I think I don't know, maybe it's like you just like it's a regular show with the understanding that like some like stuff could go wrong because it's the first show. But like, wouldn't they test that at like when they have to do that at every theater? I don't know. I'm very confused by the technical thing. Yeah, the tickets might be cheaper because it's a technical thing, a preview. I don't know. So I don't know. So I basically have to make sure that I basically have to go to the Dayton one. If you go to the New York City show, you can go to Times Square. Tamasi Nation story. New York City is like way far away from me. So, the trial and error day, that's how it's usually done on tours. Ah, okay. Official musical merch, let's go. Official musical merch that I got in person. I mean, I have tons and tons and tons of Sailor Moon musical merch, but not I've never been to a show. I've never been to a show. Crazy. The only thing, both the Pittsburgh and the Dayton shows, which are the two that are within driving distance for me, are either right before or right after other events that I'm planning on going to. I'm like, why? Like both of them. I'm like, why can't I like have some space, have some distance between these events that I want to go to? Champ says, so from what I found out, it's as long as 3 episodes. As long as 3 episodes. Well, that would be an hour. Look how pretty Mercury is. I know. Look how pretty they all are. Stop it. Oh my god. I'll be sobbing the entire time just because, like, unfortunately I don't know any of these actresses, because like back in the day when my sister and I watched them, like, you know, there would be actresses that were in a certain role for years, right? And so you would get to know them over multiple musicals, and like my sister and I, you know, we were big fans of, you know, certain actresses, and we, you know, like watched other stuff that they were in. That's the only unfortunate thing, is I don't know any of these new actresses because I haven't been keeping up with the Sailor Moon musicals. But that's fine. That's fine. Just seeing it in person and being like, this is the thing that like I grew up absolutely obsessed with and like was very, very, very special to my sister and I. Like it would be like a dream come true to see one of these in person, an absolute dream come true. So like I've always hoped that they would do, that they would come back to North America, because it's so rare. It's so rare. Like like I said, like these have been going on in Japan very regularly, like yearly, for ever since Sailor Moon, literally since Sailor Moon started. So like since 1993. And it took a little bit of a hiatus and then it came back, and it's been every year. So like the Sailor Moon musicals are not a new thing. They've literally been going on for 30 years in Japan. That's the thing. If you ever wanted to see one, you had to go to Japan. They don't even sell the merch or the DVDs or, well, at the time, the VHS tapes, the CDs, none of it existed outside of Japan. You had to import it if you wanted it. I only watched it because I imported the VHS tapes from Japan. That was the only way. And the merch you could only get at the theater, so you had to buy it secondhand from people in Japan who went to the show to see it and bought extra merch in order to, and sold internationally. Like it's a very exclusively Japanese thing. And so like the fact that they're starting to do it outside of Japan is just like incredible. Like it took us 25 to 30 years for this to start being a thing. So it's like, this is big. This is big, 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 big. So I really hope they sell out every single show and it's wildly successful. Like I said, they just had one in Paris. I think it was a month long. I think they said that it was a month long worth of shows in Paris, and they said it was very successful. So I really, really hope that, yeah, it's wildly successful. I hope they sell out every single theater here. I just wish they would give us more time. Like, it would have been hard to wait, but at the same time, I mean, it's fine. Because it's like, you know, it's not just buying a ticket to the show, it's like planning travel and all of that too. So exactly, it's like Japan's realizing there's a market for this outside of Japan. I mean, Sailor Moon Crystal is over, so like maybe this is the next wave, you know, like they gotta, you know, the next wave of Sailor Moon, um, both in and outside of Japan. They started doing the online tickets. A couple musicals ago, like the full musicals that they perform in Japan, they did like you could buy a virtual ticket and watch it live. So like, you know, as close to being in the theater as you can, because it was like a live stream. Um and I did the one before the last one. I missed the last one. I didn't even know what was happening, unfortunately. I don't know how I missed it, but I did. But the one before that, I did. I bought the virtual ticket. You know, I was like, okay, you know, I got my popcorn and I got my stuff, and I was there, you know, right at 8 o'clock and watching it, and it was so much fun. It was subtitled, because it was, you know, a pre-recorded video. It wasn't like a live performance. But still, it was, you know, kind of that feeling of like, all right, we're all sitting down and watching this live stream of the musical. It was really cool. Oh my God, where are the video games, right? Wouldn't expect a preview performance to be anything less than the full show, fully rehearsed and lit in costumes at the last step before official opening. Yeah. Yeah, I probably will be. So, lack of translation may have been a sticking point. Oh yeah, for sure. They probably weren't sure how a Japanese only performance would go over outside of Japan. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. So like that's why the page said like that the one of the pages said that it was like that it would be subtitled. So yeah, it would probably be some kind of screen with subtitles on it. So that's cool. But yeah, that takes more work to coordinate and stuff. So oh, so Moonies rejoice. We have a North American tour or a US tour because people were saying they're like there's no Canada, so like why are you calling it the North American tour? It's fine. It's fine. Oh my goodness. So there's our exciting Sailor Moon news. There's our exciting Sailor Moon news. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to do the giveaway. Game giveaway. Thank you for the 5 subs. Thank you for the 8 subs. If you would like a chance to win a game from the Game Vault, you can type !waffle. There's lots of Steam games in there for you to choose from. So enjoy. Thank you so much. Don't Green Luther, no. Oh my goodness. They also need to make a profit, it's true. Red! Did you hear about the Sailor Moon musicals? I was literally saying I need to tell my sister. Oh my God, you got here. C-store. They're doing a Sailor Moon musical tour in the US. So in you are either joining me. Mark your calendar now. I'm telling you on stream, you're either joining me on March 12th, 2025 in Pittsburgh, PA, or April 11th in Dayton, Ohio. We are gonna go to a Sailor Moon musical together. Listen. Oh, where's the one with the video? There's one with the video. Ah! They're doing it in the US. It's loud. Sorry. I was literally telling stream about I was like about how we grew up with the Sailor Moon musicals. Like so I'm kidnapping you. You let me know which day you're free. And we are going on a sister road trip to see a Sailor Moon musical. I know, right? Like, childhood dream fulfilled, like literally. Red and I spent like a decade absolutely beyond obsessed with the Sailor Moon musicals. I was telling them how like our first cosplay and anime convention ever, we dressed up and literally performed and sang a song from the Sailor Moon musicals in Japanese on stage at the anime convention. I was like, this is like, oh my god. They're actually starting to do them outside of Japan. I woke up after sleeping 11 hours yesterday and like rolled out of bed. I was so like groggy and like, oh my god, what is my life right now? And then it was like, now you have to get excited because Sailor Moon musicals. And I was like, I'm not ready. The light sticks, yes, I will buy Sailor Moon light sticks to be in the crowd and wave around our light sticks. Oh my god. And never even watched the new ones. I'm like, no, Red, I haven't seen a lot of the new ones either. No, you're not alone. I have not been keeping up on it. I have not been keeping up with it at all. I'm a bad. Because like we watched the old ones together and we were like like fans of the actresses, right? We had our favorite actresses, and I was collecting all the merch, and we were listening to the CDs and looking through the program guides and all of that. Like we were just totally like it was all consuming and ordering the VHS tapes from Japan. But then they stopped doing it. Like they had a hiatus, and then they came back later with like this all new cast with like nobody we recognized, and also like starting from the beginning again. And I don't know, there was just like I was on to other things, right? And so it was like I you're not bad. I'm not even keeping up with it, so you're fine. Our people left. What are you supposed to? There was no Hikari. I mean, how did we even go on after Hikari left? Really? I mean, I understand now because like she was like a main character, but Hikari was like any role, right? But then like once she left, it was like, what is life with no Hikari and Nao? Hikari and Nao were those were our girls. Those were the two that we were obsessed with. And so once they left, it was like, what's the point? No. We did watch the one together, the La Reconquista, the first one that that they did after the hiatus. I remember you came over and we watched that one together. But yeah, and I think I've seen one or two others, and they've done like Kaguya, like Princess Kaguya and the Human Luna, and they've done a lot since then. I just haven't kept up with it. It's fine. It's fine. Just got done playing in the snow with the kiddo and have to get her down for a nap. Oh, have fun! As fun as nap time is. I hope you had fun in the snow. I love you. I love you, sister. We shall discuss this, yes. Kisses, hugs, and love. Bye, Red. If you didn't pick up on it, Red Pyramide is my sister. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. Yes.